So I'm just hearing, between that one, it's not that easy. I mean, that's too simplistic. And it's funny because, absolutely, the solutions are simple or simplistic. They are simple. We can fix this planet almost, within a generation, 2 generations. Oh yeah, but you'll never get the will of the people. You won't, because we allow, the masses allow the diversions and look over here tricks, to work on us, and that's too bad. And if you are those few, that's 1%, to be honest. Yeah, like I think it was like 10 people and half the wealth of the planet, or 10 families. So like, it's ridiculous. But how do you change that? Well, let's just put that aside about changing, because I don't know how you do it exactly either. Just an opinion on. I have lots of opinions on that, but I don't know if they'll ever come to fruition. Probably not. I'm sure many have tried. But the simple solutions aren't that simple. The planet. We can do math. We have accountants in the world. We can figure out what's the ideal mass of people per area debate based on things like food and shelter and water and stuff. We can literally we can do the calculations, and we can figure out what the planet can provide for reasonably. And then we could work towards, with an agreement that, yeah, okay, let's go this route, let's see if this helps. We could literally downsize the population, which immediately is going to take a lot of pressure off Mother Earth too. And the reason is simple: if you suddenly have billions less people on the planet, then obviously the structures that we have already built for the billions we have are suddenly going to be, many of them, empty or less full, or we're going to have more room. So someone that's been living on the street suddenly going to have a pick of apartments. Now you might say, well, that's not true, because a lot of people are living in poverty. That's true. But again, if you decrease it and you maybe take some of those people and for the first few years and literally put them into the areas where you've decreased, that there is infrastructure, then they'll have infrastructure, they'll have jobs, they'll have cars, they'll have homes. There will be more than enough food being produced. If anything, there'll be probably too much food being produced. So some of these things will actually get cut back a little bit, which isn't too bad, because it takes pressure off, especially on the protein and things like the meats and fish and that. So maybe the oceans can get restocked. A little less pressure, a lot less pressure on them. We'll obviously restock them. Same with the animals. So now all of a sudden you got the whole world's basically a middle class, and then there'll still be the few that get to aspire for more because they put out the effort and have the ideas. But we cap them. It can be a ridiculous cap. It can still be like, what? They can have castles and boats and planes and and pretty bank accounts. Yeah, they can still have that. But it can't be super obtrusive, which is where it's at now. And because that part needs to get back into everyone else, into bringing everyone's standard to a bare minimum of a good quality life of living, a decent living life. And so there, boom, population is the big one, which again takes now. People say, well, that's gonna, we got these guys who are investors and they're not gonna make the money now that they used to make. No, they're not. They're not gonna be making $1 million, $2 million a year and stuff. They're not, but they don't really need that either. Like at the end of the day, they'll have their pretty homes, their nice holidays, their nice toys. They'll still have that, and they'll have it for generations still. But yeah, we will decrease that pressure, because that'll decrease the mining pressure that we have, on mining oils, all the stuff that's tearing apart the earth and draining it of what it has. And some of that's unreplaceable, but okay, so that's it on that one for a second.